Shoot.
Oh, sorry.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to the Doug and Commish Show. And we are previewing the games for Week 3. And just a couple thoughts here as we get started. Got some teams that are 2-0. How do you think that's going to go? You think all these teams will end up 3-0?
I don't, Doug, and we'll get to that here in a little bit, but I don't see all of the 2-0 teams moving on 3-0.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let's get started. Doughboy sitting at 2-0 against New Guy. Doughboy has a big question mark on Tony Romo. Punctured lung, broken rib, blah, blah, blah. Weird girlfriend. What's going to happen? Do you think Romo will play?
I do, Doug. I think Romo's going to play, but I also think that it won't be for all game.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how NFL linebackers are,
They're just
right?
going to target him.
I mean, they're going to target him. They're going to, push him around a little bit. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be surprised if they did a quick little personal foul, little push to the ribs, little late hit to let him know you're not making it all game.
He's also got Adrian Peterson against Detroit. And it'll be interesting to see because Jamal Charles, before Rory took him out, was having a pretty good day.
They were doing some misdirections, some fake reverses, some reverses, and getting to the outside to get away from Williams and Sue, and it was very effective. Mm-hmm. If AP goes up the middle, I don't see it. Yeah. He'll still be good either way. But if he gets to the outside, he can really scorch that defense.
He's also starting Titus Young.
That's stupid.
That's a flyer move.
It's a homer move. I would strongly advise him to look into that.
He does have 2 Colts that he could play.
Because he drafted lots of Colts.
New Guy has Michael Vick. Another question mark there. Michael Vick with the concussion.
Yep.
Thoughts?
He needs to wear a mouthpiece. That would be my first thought. I think he'll play. I mean, Marty Mornhinweg is a horrible head coach, but a pretty good offensive coordinator. Yeah. I don't think they're going to let him be running around and getting crazy. I think he'll make it.
Mike Wallace against Indianapolis. Indianapolis has just looked bad.
They have, and Mike Wallace is turning out to be a big play stud. Mm-hmm. I like him in general, and I like him this week.
He's playing the Patriots defense against the Bills. Now, the Patriots defense isn't that good.
It's the worst secondary that the Patriots have had since I can remember. Mm-hmm. And the Bills have this weird, funky passing offense. They don't match up good against the Bills. And it's questionable. But, New Guy is New Guy.
Well, since you don't think New Guy's going to win, I'm assuming you're taking the Doughboy here.
I'm taking the Doughboy in a close one. I think the New Guy's getting progressively better. Week by week, he's getting better, but I just don't see it.
Next game, Jockey versus Sass. Jockey's going to have Brady. Is it safe to say he's going to get 30 points again?
Oh, yeah. I mean, every time he plays, you could rack him up for low 30s.
All right. And he's also got Bradshaw against Philadelphia. Interesting matchup here. NFC East.
It's rivalry. Yeah. You don't know. All the stats, throw them out. They're garbage. Rivalry game, throw them out. Eagles could dominate the Giants. Who knows?
Yeah. On the other side of things, Sass is starting, Ben Tate, AJ Green, and the Decker character from Denver.
3 basically rookies.
Well, it's going to be 3 guys that have had one good week that you've got to at least be, I guess Tate had a pretty good week 1 and 2, but nonetheless, this could bite him. This could be one of those things where he ends up with, 6 or 7 points between all 3 of them, right?
It's true, but, so far AJ Green has been a pleasant surprise. Mm-hmm. Decker is nice going up against a not-so-great defense, and Tate, whoever you throw in that Houston offense is going to score points. Yeah, I'm with Gain. I like the lineup. In fact, I'm taking Gain.
All right. Next game we have Bean versus Nipple. Again, we already talked about the trade that they had between them. Nipple's going to be starting Aaron Rodgers, who again he's going up against. He's awesome, but he's going up against the Bears.
And historically, he's just been good against the Bears, not. Awesome. Aaron Rodgers, awesome, but he's obviously a must-start.
Beanie Wells had mentioned that he said he needed to get. He used some weird car analogy.
Yeah, he needed
something about a spare tire.
Rest stop and change a tire or something. Yeah.
Does he know he's not a car?
He's just dumb. But hopefully he's smart enough to take the handoff and run forward because he's just dumb.
Andre Johnson against New Orleans should be a good matchup. We've seen that New Orleans have been able to give up quite a bit of passing yardage.
Here's the thing. You've got Andre Johnson. There was an issue with his physical, with gout. And, yeah, he had some issues. We don't know where he got it exactly.
Yeah.
Got an idea. But it's his first game with a new team, new uniform, new stadium, new coaching staff. How's Andre Johnson gonna cope with that?
He said he was embarrassed about wearing a nipple on his helmet, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Bean is going to start Ryan Fitzpatrick. Do you believe?
I believe in Fitzpatrick, and I believe that the Beans needed to do something semi-drastic to spark this offense. Fitzpatrick has to be that guy. He's been in the mid-20s both weeks.
Yeah.
I like the start, and I'm a believer.
So who are you taking, Beans or Nips?
Oh, man, I'm going to go with the Nips. But I don't really know exactly why. Some of it is just because you're right next to me and I wanted to see defeat in your eyes.
You saw it.
So I'm not real confident in this pick. I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, both teams have some flaws in the middle of their lineup. Both teams have good QBs. So I think this is going to be a good one, but I'm going with the cold nip.
All right. White trash versus trash. The big question is injuries on the trash team. A lot of Qs, a lot of Ps, even some Ds, and a couple of Os.
Yeah, it's been tough. I mean, we don't do girly practices. We do at trash. We do two-a-days all year long. And so...
No wonder your players hate you.
You need to have stamina. And my guys right now don't have that. I'm building that in them. This is a marathon, everybody. I'm building a team of men. And sometimes injuries will happen.
You might have to play Sidney Rice this week.
Sidney Rice, I mean, we talked today over some Chinese food. We had a good lunch today. I'm liking the opportunity that I see for Sidney Rice playing if Des Bryant can't go.
The big question is white trash. Can he go 3-0? That's never happened. Never even been 2-0.
Right.
Does he fold like a lawn chair here, or does he stand up and put 2-0 and say, I'm going to go 3-0? What is he going to do?
I tell you, the matchups that he has says that if he doesn't beat trash here, he's not going to. He needs to beat trash here. He's got home field advantage. He's got better matchups, and he doesn't have any injuries. This has to be the week that he does it. I just don't see it happening because he's scared to death of trash because he is owned by trash.
So you're taking trash?
I'm going trash.
Soldier versus Toilet Town. Soldiers has got some decent matchups, but when you get to his wide receivers, he's got Deion Branch, and he's starting Denarius Moore. Denarius Moore is starting against the Jets.
Right. That's not good. Andre Johnson doesn't score against the Jets. How's Denarius Moore going to score against the Jets?
Toilet Town's got Stafford and Matt Forte. Forte is basically becoming a wide receiver.
He is. He's quite a weapon. I mean, he's a receiver at the running back spot, gets some carries, gets some screens. He gets tons of looks in that offense. He's a great player.
Matt Stafford against Minnesota. See if Matt Stafford continues his throwing ways.
Yeah, it's inside, right? So it's a little bit of noise he's going to have to deal with. But
did they get the dome fixed?
Probably.
Did you see that footage? It was just crazy stuff.
That was great.
Like somebody's pouring sugar on a bowl of cereal.
That's not what I thought.
Our game of the week is Nappy versus Show.
Wait, I'm taking Title Town.
Oh, sorry. Title Town.
Yeah.
Nappy versus Show.
Game of the week, baby.
I'll tell you, should be a good matchup here. Ray Rice against St. Louis. St. Louis got gashed by both of the Giants running backs.
Right.
And Percy Harvin against Detroit, you said that would seem to be a decent matchup.
It has the ability to be a big play because the Lions' corners are still not great. And they're probably not even good. But the front four is making them look a lot better than they are. But they do some sneaky stuff with Harvin out of the backfield in the slot, playing the far corner. Who knows where he's going to be, but I can definitely see him sneaking a big one by the loins for a big play.
Nappy's got Phillip Rivers against Kansas City, who just got torn to pieces by Matt Stafford. And you've got to think that Rivers will be able to do at least 20 to 25 points.
Yeah, when you watch the Lions tear the Chiefs up, it was really all about that free safety, Eric Berry. You could tell that their coverage schemes sucked.
And then he's also got Steve Smith against Jacksonville,
that's a nice matchup.
All right, so game of the week, Show and Nappy.
Game of the week, man. I'm taking Nappy, and I'm taking Nappy comfortably. I think the Nappy will win by a good 15 to 20 points.
All right. Well, that's the previews for week 3. We will see how the Commish does. We wish you the best of luck. Feel free to continue to tweet us questions at GreatestFFL. And we will see you on the post. And look out for those Boyke trades. Those things are doozies.
Stay strong, Rainier.